What's up? This is Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. Today we're going to talk about something that's very important when it comes to group riding. I'm outside in the yard. It's sunny as heck. The sun is smacking me on my head, but I said, you know what? I'm going to have to record a video. And there are multiple videos on YouTube, but it doesn't mean that I can't make one based on the same topic. I also have another video on the same topic, and this topic is exactly what you see. It's the hand signals that you use when riding in a group ride. Now, keep in mind, not every hand signal is the same across the board. It's not international. Okay, the red light and the green light are the only two things that's international, actually, and the word no. No in every language is no. All right, so I'm gonna show you some gestures. These are based on the club that I rode with and many other clubs that I've ridden with, not that I was a member of, but that I've ridden with in many other groups. And what I'm gonna show you is gonna be also different from, let's say, the Hog chapter. Hog chapter has a completely different segments of hand gestures, but I'm going to show you these gestures in case you ever decide to ride with me and the Ride Fit Nation squad. If you guys get a part of it, that way you're going to always know what these signals mean. And there are many more, but I'm going to go over the main ones that you need to know when riding with Sensei. All right, let's get it going. All right, so now I'm mounting the bike. We're on the road, okay? And I'm in the lead. Imagine that I'm in the lead. So we're riding, and you see my hands go up. This means pay attention. This means I'm about to do something. I want to go towards the left. I'm going to go that way. I'm going to point that finger that way. That way you know where we're going to go. Okay, remember, some people do it differently, but this is how we do it. When I want to go to the right, I put my fingers up, pay attention, and it goes across here. That means I'm going to go to the right. Sometimes you might see me just do this, or you might see me actually do the motion. Keep in mind, whenever you see me or anybody in the front doing that, it is your job to do the same thing. That way everybody behind you mimics what you're doing as well. That way it gets all the way to the back. The tail gunner gets to see it as well, okay? Another gesture to understand is if there's a hazard coming on the road, I can go like that, okay? Or I can go like that, point my toes. I never want to take my hands off the throttle. You take your hands off the throttle just to put signs on, you can just make accidents happen for no reason. Keep your hands on the throttle. Use your feet. See it? Point out or point down, or you can use the other foot to keep it going. That means hazards. If we're coming up to a stop sign, and there is, let's say, traffic is slowing down, you're going to see me do this. I'm going to go nice and gentle, but remember, mimic what you see, all right? This means slow down. If we're coming up to something really aggressive and you have to stop immediately, start to get ready to slow down immediately, you're going to see this more aggressive. That means to start getting ready to slow the hell up, okay? Get ready to slow the hell up. Now, this can mean the left turn, or the right turn for some people, but for us, this means to stop. This means we're coming up to a full stop. Remember, once again, everything is not the same for every riding group. So this means to stop, okay? You will see something like this. This means that there's a railroad coming up. That means that there's something coming up. The railroad crossing, you never want to cross the railroad at full speed. It will send you flying into the heaven. Okay? We don't want that to happen. Another important thing to understand as well is single file. Normally we're riding stagnated, but when I want to go single file, I'm gonna give you two things. Some people you might see do like this. That means signal or single file. But for me, we're doing like that. That means single file. Top of the helmet, single file. That means to break formation and make one single file. Maybe there's something on the road right there. Maybe there's something on the road right there. The safest route is center, going down the line. You understand that so far? That's very important to pay attention to, okay? So, and it looks really good when everybody starts to go right into their line. It looks dope. When you want to break the line, some people will do this, break it up. You see me do that. That means to break it up, all right? I'm not doing this like I love you. I'm doing this, break it up. That means to go back into your formation. Another gesture, if you're riding and you forget to put gas in your tank, It happens. Or maybe you might have a smaller tank. You take your finger up and you point down to the tank. You do it like this. And the person behind you, which is the tail gunner, will begin to see that, because the people behind you will start to mimic what you're doing. That tail gunner will shoot back up towards the person leading and do the same exact thing to make sure we know that the next gas stop, we're coming off for gas. If you're moving at a certain speed, the tempo is going fast, 70 miles an hour, but we're moving at 80 or 85, and we see a police officer ahead of us, you tap your helmet. We're not tapping the helmet because you got dandruff. We ain't doing that. This means slow down. Police officers are around, okay? If you're a police officer watching this video, you didn't hear that part. You didn't hear that part. Plead the fifth. All right, so these hand gestures are very important to learn. If I want you to pick up speed, if we're riding and all right, we get through the speed zone and we want to go faster, I'm going to do this. This means to go faster. It doesn't mean to pass me. It just means to pick the speed up. Notice the direction I'm going. I'm going here. Okay? I'm going here. Boom. If I do here, like that, rather than here, palms up versus palms here, this means to pass me. Okay? This means to go past me. Especially for me when I'm recording videos, and I'll just tell you guys to go past me. I throw my hazards on and I'll move over towards the right or the left, depending on where we are, to capture videos. You're going to see my hazards go on. That just means for you guys to just keep on going ahead. I'll catch up. Now, the beautiful thing about when you're passing somebody, and let's say that I'm blocking traffic, never change your formation. Stay where you are and move over just a bit so the man who had to block traffic can fly right back up into his spot. You understand? Don't break formation. Stay where you are, because I'll be going back where I'm at, and whoever else it is, they'll go back to where they are. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So another thing to understand, too, is when you're riding stagnant, and put this kickstand back on. Whenever you're riding stagnant and you are with this group, it's imperative that you keep a nice distance from you and the rider, but keep a distance where a car could never squeeze in front of you. They can't get behind you. They can't get in front of you. It is your job to protect the man in front of you, the man behind you, the man next to you. You cannot be riding and the man who's leading is 10 cars ahead of you. That is a no-no. If the leader is going like this to pick up speed, that means to stay tight. Okay? I can't tell you how many times I get frustrated from people who don't pay attention to that and they just go in their own world. If you're too tired, say, yo, I'm too tired, I can't keep up with you guys, then you have all rights to get off the line and ride your own ride. But when you're with the group, you're not necessarily riding your own ride. You are riding with a group, which means that you have to abide by some of those regulations, especially when you're riding with a group that is not being rambunctious, not acting crazy, not going wild and doing suicidal things. So it's very important that you learn that. So if you're thinking about group riding, yes, there are many things to be nervous about because your life is dependent upon the man behind you as well as he's dependent upon you. All right, so this is Sensei. I know I missed a whole lot of things. I don't want to touch everything on every video. Leave it in the comments. What are some of the hand gestures you do? What are some of the things you like about group riding? And what are some of the dangers? Because I'm going to make a video next on whatever you put, what the dangers are in group riding. And I'm going to put a video. I'm going to choose the first 10, the top 10, maybe the top 12 of things to look out for when riding in a group. All right? Let's keep on getting these miles. Let's get this money. Let's get these muscles, baby. Let me bring this baby back inside this garage, because when I tell you it is burning hot out here, it is blazing. And Anubis is not happy. Yeah.